next we're going to go up to our shoulders. With your shoulders, pull your shoulders up, back together, and down. So I like to just kind of take a little shoulder roll, and to me that kind of helps me get into a good placement with my shoulders. That helps support the rib cage lift and everything else going from the bottom up. Shoulders back, arms up. Today we're going to do just a very basic arm movement, and this is mainly just because we're talking about getting into drills and technique. So right now I'm not talking too much about artistry or even different cultural nuances of this dance style. This is purely technique, and so I like to use the technique of putting your arms out airplane style. And a lot of times I see arms that look like this. You don't want this right here. You want this because it creates a better line and a better angle, and also, you know, it pulls everything up. So keep your arms straight out. If you hold your arms up for long enough, you're probably going to feel a nice little exercise burn right here through your arm. That's a good thing. That means that you're doing it correctly. From your elbow, we're going to go down to the wrist. The wrist needs to be nice and straight. I see a lot of times dancers getting tense and the wrist kind of comes up like this, and then you get the claw hand, or a lot of times I see a lot of this. This is not good posture, right? You want to keep everything up and lifted. It's going to create beautiful lines, it's going to create nice technique, and it's also going to help you maintain the integrity of your posture. It's very important. Fingers. I see a lot of interesting things with fingers, and there's really, there are ways that work better, but based on the culture and the style, there are a lot of different things to do with your fingers. But since we're talking about basic fundamental posture and basic discipline with our fingers today, just for today, we're going to keep our fingers nice and straight. So nothing fancy, just nice and straight. And the reason for this is mainly because right now we're training and we're practicing, and it's more of a discipline. So to just make sure that you're not creating bad habits or doing anything funny, I like to start with something very, very basic, and then eventually we can talk about nice things to do with your hands. So shoulders back, arms up. Next thing is you want to keep your chin nice and lifted, keep the décolleté in the neck elongated, and finally, you want to make sure you smile.